this is the deciding
Your
match.
team
And then
is
Deciding match, yes.
we have the first band sports that's Esmeralda.
Esmeralda. I just like saying her name like that. I feel like Griffin is not going to be batting out the Ling anymore because the Ling, they know they can handle the Ling of Infamous. They're not going to be batting out anymore. So we're going to be seeing probably Popple ban, Selena ban.
Selena ban.
Yeah.
Like, I am really looking forward for a Popple ban for Griffin.
I feel like they're going to ban it again. Because they understand why they lost the first game is because of the Selena with that annoying abyssal arrow. They stole the Akai, and Infamous is they don't have anything left.
So I think like Infamous can even go for a. Not sure what they would ban. Okay, there goes the Uranus
Your
ban
team
coming.
is banning.
Infamous eSports. So I'm really rooting for a Popol and Koopa ban from the side of Griffin again.
I think so too. But at the same time, they might be playing mind games here. Infamous is maybe saying, we're gonna pick the Kaya. We're gonna force you to take the Ling or the Claude. What are you gonna do, Griffin? Who knows? It's gonna be a Popol and Koopa, more likely, but just maybe, we're gonna be seeing something different here.
Yes.
What is it gonna be? Popol.
Oh, that's a Kaya
Your
ban.
team is picking.
I think this is also a very good ban because we saw how like Kaya was able to take down anyone. I mean, his divine judgment. He was like he could counter Ling very easily with that. So I think it's a very good. Okay, there goes
Your
another
team
Ling pick
is
from the
picking.
side of Team Infamous Esports. And I'm really looking forward to
Hellcurse.
for a really good gameplay coming from Ling.
I do agree on you this one.
As usual, this is the third match of Miracle and Hellcurt. I think it'll be Miracle.
Akai.
Oh!
There's our Sky pick.
They steal the pick of PYZ.
Yeah.
They're saying, we don't need any else of these OP heroes. We don't need anyone else. We're gonna steal your champion, the best tank that you had, and we're gonna be playing it against you. How does that sound? Yikes. So maybe
I'm
here,
very sure what.
do you think they're gonna be locking in their fighters? Oh!
There's the Popol and Koopa and then Thomas. I think this is a very good pick.
Yes.
It's like right now for the Team Infamous, I think Popol is one of their main heroes right now. As in like they look forward to the gameplay of Popol because Popol is one of the most. Okay, there goes the Harriet pick. So like most of the respect bands are, so we can see both Popol as well as Harry. Both.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing the Harriet that was banned first game. I mean, Harriet actually is really, really good against the Ling because Ling has 4 dashes when it comes to Tempest of Blade. Well, Harriet also has, if I'm not mistaken, 7 dashes when he uses the Zaman's Force. So the Ling ban here is okay because, the Valier ban is okay here because that knockback is annoying. But from the side of Infamous here, kind of be probably looking for a fighter ban here, a Jawhead once again.
Yeah, I guess
Is Jawhead export?
I mean,
Fighter. 100% fighter, right?
Instead of an export, I think I would prefer for a Jawhead ban.
Yeah.
Because
It should be a fighter ban.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, there we
there
go.
we go. There's the Jawhead ban. And then, I mean, like, what do you think, about Popol and Koopa being played as support? Not
Very strong.
Mark.
Super strong. It's so good in diving heroes, but at the same time, seems like Griffin is going to be locking down their fighters with a Chow. Not necessarily the best option because, it's kind of hard for a Chow to lock down the what's his name? The Ling.
Popol. Okay.
And the Popol and Koopa is. I mean, if the Popol and Koopa is very good when it's positioning, it's kind of hard for the Chow to get on him. But at the same time, they do have
Exactly,
the Hellcurt already to attack the backline. So, I feel like the Chow could have been a Kufa instead. But
Yeah.
the draft is okay from Infamous here.
Because okay, yeah. So the 4th and the 5th pick from Infamous, we have that's Ling as well as Kufra. So I think this is a very good draft coming from the side of it. And then the last pick from Team Griffin, I'm not very sure what are the options.
Export. They needed a fighter, like a side laner. It's okay.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, what other options did they do have here? If they're not gonna pick the export, nothing. A tank.
Export. I think export is a good.
So
You
I'm
rather
gonna
just
ask
let
this
it
to you
die
again,
and follow
Venus.
my
I
path.
mean, I've asked you this multiple times. But which is the winning draft, Infamous or Griffin?
As usual, I think I'm going for Infamous again. Because looking at how, they've gone for Kimi and then Popo. I mean, Kimi has a really early game, like, burst damage. And then as well as Kufra and then so they have, like, early game, they have a lot of damage. Well, as, late game, Kimi can really melt anyone down. And then we have the Popol and Koopa. So you know how Popol and Koopa really, like, slows you down or even, like, stuns you for a second or for more. So I think Team Infamous has the upper hand in the draft according for the board.
Yeah, for me, actually, I like the draft here better off the side of Griffin because their composition is a bit on the tankier side. I mean, although I do agree with you that the Kimi is just going to be bursting them down, I feel like if the Harriet is able to snowball a little bit here, it's going to be very, very problematic from the side here of Infamous. So, once again, this is your last game for the Indian influencer match. I'm Expert iPrince, and this is the fantastic Venus. Hi, Venus.
Hello everybody.
Yeah, shout out to
Thank
all
you
the
for
viewers
watching
out there.
Yep.
Thank you for watching the stream. This might be our last game for tonight, but we're gonna be doing a lot more tournaments here in the Indian region. So, Chow. First blood.
Okay, that's the first blood.
What is that?
I'm not sure what just happened.
Griffin, what are you doing?
So that's the first blood coming from Team Infamous.
Chow, what are you doing there? You cannot even go there. Chow, why are you there?
That's a one versus three, and I'm not very sure what it's doing. He just wants to secure the buff, I guess.
It was impossible for him to secure that buff already.
Yep. And what do you think? Like Kimi being played as a solo laner, because he's a very squishy hero. Like he needs someone to protect him. But then right now we're seeing Infamous playing Kimi as an off pick. What do you think about it?
It's not too bad, especially he's against the export here. But at the same time, Griffin is playing a little bit on the aggressive because they have to. They lost that first buff for the Helkert, and they lost the first blood from the Chow here. So they kind of have to do something to revert back the mistakes that they did. Because look at this, the Akai might fall down yet again. Oh, Harriet with a Zaman Force here.
And then look at that Popol and Kufra coming to, saving the day for lane.
Oh.
Okay, but then Harriet manages to take down Kufra. But I think that was a good, a good sacrifice coming from Kufra, saving your main damage dealer, then you die.
That Popol and Koopa is so annoying. Look at that. The Harriet cannot even go in. I feel like C7 with the Chow is making a lot of mistakes here, unfortunately. It's mistakes that should not even be done in this caliber of tournament. But I can understand because it might just be from the nerves here.
But then it's like, we never know where this is like, the 2 minutes. So late game, it might just, mid-game. Or after some time, it might just take a turn. Maybe like how like the first match how Arcada changed the entire gameplay. So might just start playing very well.
Yeah, hopefully, because I bet my what do you call this? I bet myself through Griffin a while ago. So Griffin, show yourselves. Go pew pew in victory. But Infamous playing so well this time. They are able to capitalize on the early game advantage that they have a while ago.
And then I think the rotation, it's the rotation. Both the teams are rotating very well. It's pretty fast. And then we're in the 3 minutes to the match, but then the goal difference is like 2K. Infamous eSports is in the thing, in the upper side. But then, let's say, the turtle is up for taking, so let's take Team Griffin right now. It's testing for the turtle, but let's Ling, Kufra and all manage to take down. Okay, there was the Kufra. But I'm not very sure.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not even gonna be doing this because they should have known that the Akai already used the Hurricane Dance and the timer for... Wow!
Look at that flicker!
But this is what I told you. The follow-up from Infamous is very, very slow.
Very slow, yep.
The Link could have literally been there, right?
Yep. It's like that Kufra's flicker, Uranus Rage was really good. And I wish, there was, it was... I wish Ling or either Popol was there to give backup and give the follow-up damage.
Yeah, but at the same time, they did won a team fight there, so props to them. It could have been something that you can put in the montage, though, if they were able to execute it like that.
Yep.
Oh, Kufra!
Kufra once again. Is Harry going down? Okay,
no, he was saved by the Akai.
Akai.
Launch attack.
That's why Akai is, a lot of people don't use Akai anymore, but then Akai, I think is still a very good hero because he can really protect any of the ADs. It's like
a flying Link, just ult them down. A flying Hellcurt, just ult. Be on top of your marksman and just ult. No one is going to be touching your marksman. But as you can see, the initiative now is coming from Infamous here. Just like what you were saying. What do you call this? Oh, look at this. Another team fight here.
Look at the Tempest of Blade coming from Ling. But then, okay. And then there's the Tyrant's Rage coming. Perfect Tyrant's Rage coming from Kufra. But then,
retreat.
No follow-up damage was there. But, okay, there was the last Insanity from Export. Didn't connect with anyone.
Yeah, but that Popol and Koopa is so strong, actually. This is the reason why it's being banned in Southeast Asian region. There you go. The only hero that we haven't seen is actually the Atlas that is quite popular in that region.
Yep. That's a shutdown. Okay.
Thank you.
Kimi manages to take down Harriet. That's a shutdown coming. And then from what I've seen from SEA server, we've seen how Popol is being picked or banned.
Every single time, right?
And then And then in the top 10, we've seen Ling being able to take the. And then this Kufra is playing really well. He's engaging at a really good time.
Yeah, Neville is playing so insane right now. Maybe he was saying, that Kaya during the first game, that was not me. This is me. Watch me. My montage gameplays.
So we're right now in the 7th minute of the match. So what do you think, looking at both the rotation as well as the turret advantage? Which team do you think has the upper hand?
I mean, it's very obvious that Infamous has the upper hand here. They have the initiative, they have the push pressure, and they probably have a lot of the damage potentials because they are reaching their damage spike. Kimi already has the glowing one, so she's gonna be hurting here. While at the same time, Ling is just looking forward to locking down his endless battle. See, now he also has the turtle, and he has everything that he needed to win this game. I cannot see any situation for Griffin to come back from this game. It's gonna be, look at that.
Look at that, Dan.
Even though he was kicked by the Chow, that looks so amazing.
Yeah, very good. And then this Kimi is continuously, just pushing. He's like you. And then there's a Tempest of Blade coming, and then that's a double kill coming from PYZ. From Ling.
This is why you ban Ling. You ban Kaya and you give them a Ling.
Yeah. But then I think they were last match, the Ling wasn't doing much of a thing.
100%.
So I think they thought this Infamous eSports would be able to carry out And then look at the Hellcurt's ulti, but then he didn't really connect with anyone.
He didn't commit to that attack, unfortunately.
Yep. His Dark Knight pulse just went away. But let's see. And I really like.
See, Kimmy is hurting so much now. What you're saying is happening now. She's like, pew, pew, pew. I will kill you.
And then Kimmy already has the glowing one as well as the ice cream one. So the burn damage as well as the burst,
and the slow.
Is going to be, yep.
So
See?
good, especially.
Look at the damage. Oh my goodness.
They cannot. They cannot handle the Kimmy anymore. Is this game over? It's looking like game over now, Venus. Because look at the gold advantage that they have, 8,000.
Yep, we can see 8,000 gold difference. And then the death ball is just like 9 to 5. But then, the Lord is going to be up in like 3 seconds. And then
oh my god.
Forces. And then look at Hellcurt's Dark Knight Force, but I'm not very sure if he will be able to take down anyone. And then there's the Tempest of Blade coming, and then the Hurricane dance.
For a second, that looks so good from the side of Griffin. But as you can see, the Popol and Koopa, that Koopa is winning them the game.
So that's like 3-4-3 treat from both the sides.
But at what expense? I still feel like Griffin lost that team fight because they lost a tier 2 in the middle lane here. And the buff also.
Right now, I mean, from like compared to last game, where this Ling is playing pretty well.
Yeah, the Ling is playing so amazing, don't you think?
And then look at the goal difference. It just went up just like that, like just right after the gank. It was just like and few, but then now it's nearly 10k.
It just happened in the snap of a finger, don't you think?
Launch attack.
That's a lot of goals, to cover up. And then look at Kufra's initiation.
This is a different Kufra that we saw in that KOL match a while ago. That Kufra last time, they were just attacking him. But this this Kufra is a monster.
Yeah.
You remember that game?
Yes, very clearly. Because everyone was just aiming Kufra. And then, look at this Kufra once again.
Very, very amazing engage. We just want to give hands to Neville here because he's playing such an amazing tank game here.
Very true. And then that was a very a very easy team in Famous. So let's see we can see at least 10k goal difference, and I'm not very sure if Team Griffin will be able to defend this Lord.
It's gonna be very hard.
Think, what do you think Team Griffin should do to carry on this game for a little while?
I feel like the only way that they can do this is the Akai can magically land a very good hurricane dance on maybe the Ling. Even this one, they could just I feel like the Akai should have just ulted that one immediately, because it's now or never. Lord is marching down in the bottom lane. That is a Luminous Lord. It's gonna be hitting that tier inhibitor tier 3 in the bottom lane really, really hard. So it's gonna be up for the Akai this time on how he's gonna be using his ultimate. It's probably gonna be up for Miraka also, how he's gonna be saving the Dark Knight Falls and how he's gonna be saving the rest of his teammates. Because the moment that the Kufra is in, there's no going back.
Launch attack.
I think the first match as well as this last match, and that's a
see, look at that. I told you, the moment that the Kufra is in, there's really no going back because one by one, people coming from the side of Griffin is falling down, and this is looking like an infamous game because PYC is looking to end it, and this is GGWP. Well played.
Game over. Well played. Infamous eSports as well as Griffin. But then compared to the first match and this last match, I think Miracle played really well in the second match. But then in this last game as well as the first match, he wasn't really able to carry out. But that was a really nice match coming from both Infamous as well as Griffin.